Hello everyone and welcome back to grammar class. In today's video we're going to talk about The King and the Stone. Comprehension chapter 3 page 100. The King and the Stone. Well, this is a story told of a king who lived long ago in a country across the sea. He was a very wise king and spared no effort to teach his people good habits. Often he did things which seemed to them strange and useless, but all that he did to teach his people to be industrious and careful. Now, before we read the story, we should first read the questions. Remember, you should always read the questions first in reading comprehension. We are not here to analyze any kind of paragraph. We are here to find the answers of the questions. Read the questions first to get a general idea of what the paragraph is about and the main point that we're supposed to focus on. Now let's read the questions. Number 1. Why did the king hide behind the tree? Number 2. What did the peasant do when he saw the boulder? Number 3. What is the message of the story? Now, let's start reading the story. Long ago, a king once got a huge stone placed on a road. Then he hid himself behind a tree. He waited to see if anyone would remove the stone. Alright, we have underlined these questions because this might help us answering question number 1. We can answer question number 1 from this sentence. Alright? Now let's keep on reading. Many wealthy merchants and courtiers saw the stone. They just walked around it. Many of them spoke loudly and blamed the king. Then a peasant came along carrying a lot of vegetables and he saw the boulder. And peasant means a poor agricultural laborer of low social status. And he put his vegetables down and tried to move the stone to the side of the road. After trying very hard, he finally succeeded. Look at these sentences. Question number 2 is answered here, alright? So we have underlined this. Suddenly, the peasant saw a purse lying on the road from where he had removed the boulder. The purse contained many gold coins. There was also a note from the king. It said that the gold was for the person who removed the boulder from the road. The people who had gathered around saw the purse and the slip of paper. They were ashamed that they had not even tried to move the stone. Alright, there is a message in this story. We should try and do things ourselves and not always depend on others to do things for us. We should help ourselves and others. Now we know the answer to question number 3. And the story teaches a lesson in the advantages of taking action on what is blocking our path. The way we face a challenge goes a long way in determining how we win that challenge. Alright, now it's time to answer the questions on page 101. Number 1. Answer to question number 1. The king hid behind a tree to see if anyone would remove the stone. Answer number 2. When the peasant saw the boulder, he tried to move it to the side of the road. After trying very hard, he finally succeeded. Answer number 3. The message of the story is that we should try and do things ourselves and not always depend on others to do things for us. Alright, now on page 100 and page 101, we have to complete the sentences by choosing the correct options. Number 1. The king got the stone placed on the road because he wanted the people to face difficulty every day, to see if the people loved him, to see if the people cared for others. The answer is C. Now let's move on to number 2. Most of the people did not move the stone because they felt it was not their duty. They did not love their king. They did not see it. The answer is A. They felt it was not their duty. Number 3. The peasant was rewarded by the wealthy merchants, the king, the people. The answer is B. The peasant was rewarded by the king. Now number 4. The peasant was rewarded because he did not grumble or complain. He made an effort to help others, the people. Alright, the answer is B. He made an effort to help others. Now, on exercise C, page 101, we have to write words which are similar in meaning to these words. The similar word for huge is enormous. Wealthy, rich. Clear, unobstructed. Succeed, flourish. Always, constantly. Depend, reliant. Alright, that's all for today's lesson. Till then, bye-bye.